Hey y'all, and welcome to Politbrawl. My name is Brian, and Donald Trump plays a bunch of Kamala Harris's ridiculous gaffes and statements. Instead of booing at this, you should be laughing. But before we dive into the video, I want to give a quick shout out over to our amazing sponsors, Colonial Metals Group. They quite literally have the cure to Bidenflation, but more on that later. Now, let's get back into the video.
And in my opinion, has a very low IQ. But we'll find out about her IQ during the debate, okay? Let's find out about her IQ. So, you know, we have this great system. I want to show you just one other thing, please. Do you mind putting it up, please? Thank you.
We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe. And I don't understand the point that you're making. Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time.
Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically, that's wrong.
So you're now no longer are you necessarily keeping those private files in some file cabinet that's locked in the basement of the house. It's on your laptop, and it's then therefore up here in this cloud that exists above us, right?
The Caribbean nations, island nations, in the Western Hemisphere. That is where the Caribbean is. We are also in the Western Hemisphere. They are our neighbors. I am here, standing here on the northern flank, on the eastern flank, talking about what we have in terms of the eastern flank. I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been, you know? Space is exciting. It is time for us to do what we have been doing, and that time is every day. Every day it is time for us to agree that there are things and tools that are available to us to slow this thing down. We will work together and continue to work together to address these issues, to tackle these challenges, and to work together as we continue to work.
Do you ban plastic straws?
I think we should. Yes. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. It's
Do not
really
come
difficult
after my
to
plastic
drink out
straws.
of a paper straw when you had, if you're just, like, if you don't gulp it down immediately, it starts to bend.
Yes.
And then, you know, the little thing catches it, and then, you know, so we got to kind of perfect that one a little bit more.
Do you know, okay, a bit of a history lesson. Do you know that the women's teams were not allowed to have brackets until 2022?
So the United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea.
AI is kind of a fancy thing. First of all, it's 2 letters. It means artificial intelligence. As a woman, there's a balance to be struck between being tough and being a Turn that off.
So if you listen to Kamala's speeches, you'd never even know that she's been running the country. She's been running the country for 4 years and doing a horrible job. Look at what's happened to our country. We are a failing nation. I hate to say it, we are a failing nation. I wish I didn't have to do this. I wish I didn't have to go and do this. I wish they were great. I wish they'd make our country great, but they're going to destroy our country. You know it, they even know it, and probably they're doing it on purpose.
Unfortunately, Trump, you're right. They are trying to destroy this country. Some of it is just because they're incompetent, okay? I can trust Joe Biden to be incompetent. But when you have a bloated government, when you have an out-of-control Social Security, Medicare, interest spending, a defense system that just wastes money all over the place, you're going to have to cut something somewhere. And furthermore, when you have a vice president who is appointed as a border czar, you'd think that they'd care more about the issues that are going on at the border, like fentanyl, gang violence, and illegal immigration. You would think that would be a priority for the border czar. But Kamala is not exactly known for her gross competence. In fact, she's actually known for weaponizing some of her own positions. As prosecutor, she kept inmates longer than their sentences based on emergencies to have them fight wildfires in California. I think that goes against a couple of fundamental rights. Surprised there wasn't a lawsuit. Then, as prosecutor, she was tough on the wrong parts of crime and soft on the worst parts of crime. So her record is just horrific. But the funniest thing, the greatest asset the Republicans have right now, is that the media blitz is over. The honeymoon stage has passed. We're starting to get a look at Tim Walz, and we're going, oh no. Tim Walz is kind of the worst. Hey y'all, in case you haven't noticed, this isn't stretching like it used to. As a matter of fact, it's turning more into this. Folks, we are in an inflationary crisis, and that's why this show is sponsored by Colonial Metals Group. The experts, led by CEO Paul Stone, fully understand the minute details of investing in gold, silver, and other precious metals. They are here to protect your wealth against the insanity that has been Bidenomics and our refusal to stop printing money. And they even have a deal for first-time buyers. Free gold and silver IRA-backed accounts, insured storage for 5 years, up to $7,500 in free silver, and a personal safe to keep all this good stuff. So take a look at their website, link in the description below, or give them a call at this number to see what Colonial Metals Group can do to protect your wealth today. But he's sort of the flip side of the coin from Kamala. He's the worst because he has a positive record. I can't think of a positive thing Kamala has done. I genuinely cannot think of one. He's got a positive record, but is a cringy person. She has a negative record, but is also a cringy person. Seriously, look at the laugh. That nervous. Ugh. Why? What consultant told her you need to laugh when you're on stage? Who? Ugh. I don't get it. I just don't get it. What is her appeal? You know, I think I can answer that question for you. She is coded for women who want power over their entire lives. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to let someone control me for a little while as a child, or have someone help me in my life, as in, getting married, but wants complete and total control over their lives. What happens when you have complete and total control when you're a woman? Typically what happens is you infantilize everything. Seriously, half the time she was talking to us like she was trying to teach a class of third graders. And then furthermore, I wish I had a globe right now because I do a two-part joke. I'd show you, hey, here's the Caribbean. They're our neighbors. Hey, here's Ukraine. It's a smaller country next to a bigger country, Russia. Hey, there's a big clown face in the middle of the Pacific making everything clown world. This is asinine. This is absolutely insane. It is an attempt for women to say, yes, queen, slay. It's an attempt to get effeminate liberal men and low testosterone older men to go, yes, we like this. This is not a play for independent voters. This is not an attempt to reach out to the undecideds who do know that the economy was better under Trump. This is an attempt to get more white voters into their party and keep black women inside the party. The Democrats know they're losing a huge chunk of their voter base. They're losing the unionized workers, although not as much as you'd think. But the working poor, they're losing them in droves. They're losing black men and Latino men in droves. Their coalition is coming apart. And Kamala Harris and Tim Walz bring nothing to that side of the table. And just watching these bloopers gives me hope. Because all Fox News needs to do is repackage that and just basically show that on a 24-hour loop. All you've got to do is take part of that loop, chop it up a bit, and say Kamala Harris is weird. And put that on a TV station and have it play every single hour. That's how you win, folks, by showing and ridiculing these people. You do not need to be booing Kamala Harris at the end of this. You need to be laughing. Ridicule is one of our greatest weapons. And boy, does she deserve it. But y'all, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed that segment here on Politbrawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. And until then, y'all have a good one.